Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life. This year I wanted to make a turquoise and red Christmas theme, and I wanted to make big items to put that color in without spending big money. So today we're going to talk about these wrapping paper Christmas trees. Okay, I wanted to tell you the things you're going to need for this project. You're going to need foam core board. You're going to need, or you could use heavy cardstock or poster board, although the poster board may not stand up as well. You're going to need a metal ruler or something with a hard edge so you can use a knife to cut across it. You should not use a old-fashioned knife. Use one with a retractable blade so you don't kill yourself. A pen, and then you need to have a self-healing mat, something to cut on, so that you don't cut up your craft surface. I went to Dollar General and I got those two patterns of paper because my theme this year is turquoise and red. So I also went to Michael's and I got fat or skinny, like peppermint lines. I got fat peppermint lines, and then I got different colors of kind of turquoise. It may be more green, but there's turquoise in there. And I'm gonna make Christmas trees for each of them. And then I got this foam board from Michael's. It's 20 by 30 by 3/16. I'm going to cut it up. I'm going to show you on one of the smaller trees, but the first tree is going to be as tall as this board. So next I'll show you how to cut up the boards on a smaller piece once I get there. So you can make at least 3 bigger trees out of this, and you can make lots of little trees out of this. So what I did was I measured up 10 inches off the top, and I went up there and I measured 5 inches in. So that is going to make a isosceles triangle. But down here, I didn't want them all to be, so now I have a shorter piece. I don't really care how tall they are. I just want them to be different sizes. Now I have a shorter piece down here, and what I did was I measured in 9 inches, which made this side 11 inches, right? So on the left side, you're going to take a half. So I'm going to come in here 4.5 inches, right? And on this side, half of 11 is 5.5. So I'm going to come in 5.5 inches. And then you just run your lines up to that dot from the corner. So that's exactly how you make isosceles triangles. I'm sure everybody knows how to do it but me, but it's not my easiest thing. I'm an artist, not a mathist, so I'll be back to show you how to put on the wrapping paper. Now, what you want to do is you want to stick the front side of, it doesn't really matter because it's going to be wrapped up, but your wrapping paper that you use, you should do kind of like you do wrapping paper, right? You don't want big balls on the edges and things like that. So I cut my wrapping paper to roughly the size. What I'm going to do, and it's kind of stuck down on itself here, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the front of this with Mod Podge, which is a decoupage medium. You could use gel medium. You could use Elmer's glue if you have it. Use what you have. This is a cheap craft. But for me, I have Mod Podge already. Okay. And you don't want to do too much and you don't want to do too little, right? You want to cover the whole thing. And I'm using a nice big brush. Don't use a tiny brush for this or you'll drive yourself nuts, especially on the big ones. And you're just going to cover the entire surface with Mod Podge, and you got some time. This or glue, none of these dry immediately. And this really does take just a couple of seconds to do, so you'll be fine. Get all the way up to the edges. Now we could always come back in with a piece of double-sided tape or something if we needed to. But to me, it feels like if we just get good coverage, we're going to do great. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this over onto a flat piece of wrapping paper, and I'm going to stick it down. And I probably have to move it around a wee bit to get good stickage, because it's a little bit, I got one of the shorter ones to be able to show you, but I just want that to stick down, and make sure you push it down the whole way. Okay, and then we're going to come back and we're going to wrap it, and we're going to wrap it just like we wrap papers, but I'll show you how I wrap my Christmas trees. All right, so I wanted to give you gals another option because, as I knew it would, Mod Podge is going to very slightly wrinkle your project, okay? So to me, I like that because it adds more texture. We're gonna be folding this over. You're gonna be standing back. You know, nobody is going to get close enough to my trees to see them. But I did want to mention, in case that kind of thing drives you nutso, that another way you could do this, okay, so let's get our corners down, corners down, corners down, all the corners are down, okay? Another way we could do this is using double-sided tape. Now, I'm probably going to use at least a little double-sided tape on the fronts. But to me, this feels like it really adds to the expense of it. So if you're trying to make this cheap, definitely go with the Mod Podge, go with the glue, go with whatever. But if you really care a lot about wrinkles and it's going to bother you all holiday season, then I feel like it's worth it to be able to have a project you love, right? Like, this is all about what makes you happy, not worrying about what anybody else gets happy about. Okay, so I just wanted to do that much, and then I'm going to come right up here to this pointy top and make sure we have a nice sticky piece of it up here. Because if we don't get that top stuck down real good, we're going to have troubles later on when we're trying to wrap our tree. Okay, so you're going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to flip it over. You're going to smush it down. So for this one, just on the outside, right? And then we won't have the wrinklies on this one. And it'll be dry immediately. So also, I guess, if you're in a hurry and you have to get these done fast, then the sticky tape is definitely the way to go, because I am going to take a wee break and wait for all that Mod Podge to dry. But if you did sticky tape, I'll show you. Perfectly smooth, dry right now. We could go ahead and do the wrapping. So anyways, that's another option for you with your Christmas trees. Okay, so now we're gonna wrap our trees. And if you got little hanging outies on the edge, probably you wanna pull them out, because that's gonna make a bump in your wrapping, right? So if you used foam core board, you probably have little bumpies. If you have an edge, you might wanna cut it off. I'm not gonna worry about that, because this is just one layer of my decorating. And then you want to treat this just like you would wrapping a package. And we've all wrapped packages. We know if we have too much on the edge, it's going to get all bunchy. So I'm going to cut to about 1 inch from the edge. I'm going to cut this in a point so it goes down, and then back to about 1 inch around. And this doesn't have to look pretty. I guess if you look at the back ears, it could be pretty. But for me, I'm just gonna throw these away at the end of the year, because next year I'm gonna have a different theme, and this way I can have a beautiful Christmas theme for each year. All right, so I'm gonna fold this up and kind of get the creases in it. Okay. And now you can use whatever you want. I'm probably going to use double stick tape on the back of this. And I'm going to put it on this side. And this is the cool kind that you can just tear off. It makes it super easy. And I'm going to pull this up as tight as I can get it and fold it over here. There we go. And now we see we have a nice clean line on the front there. And this one, I really want to have a nice point on this. So I'm going to come in here. I folded it over like that. I still have the right color back here. I'm going to keep folding it and folding it. And there my tree on the front has a really nice point. And I'm going to get that point nice and tight, and then I'm going to pull the rest of it and get it in there. So I could probably even cut off a bunch of this, you know how you do on your wrapping. Okay, so I want to get this kind of gooby stuff out of here because I don't want it to be bunchy. Oh, look, we got a whole bunch in there we don't need. Okay, so I'm going to fold this down, fold this over, right? We're going to put this right here. And I'm going to pull that around tight so I have a nice pointy top. Okay, perfect. All right. So now let's go over here. If your parents paid for braces, like we've paid for all our kids' braces, do not use your teeth. I always use my teeth. Okay, push your double-sided tape down. It doesn't matter if it's crinkly. I guess it could matter to you. It doesn't matter to me if it's crinkly, I should say. Okay. What matters to me is that I get a nice crisp line on the front. Now this, you're going to do exactly what you do on packages, right? You're going to do that, do that. Okay, got all our edges. We're going to pull this up, flip it over just like you do your presents. And there you have it. And that's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to wrap all the other ones, and then I'm going to put them up on my mantle and show you what they look like. Okay, they turned out awesome. I had my daughter help me arrange them. I love how she put the little colored one in front of the red and white one. And now this is just the first layer, but that kind of height and color would have cost a fortune, and it was like $10. So I'm super happy with how it turned out.